up, Dell? Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. I am your host, Rap Talk. Welcome to Ghetto Poetry Readings. We grew up in the dirt, so we hurt by the pain. Strain on my brain just to stay in my lane. Oh, we're going to get into all that. Just come on in. Motivational speech, spoken word by yours truly, Rap Talk. I thank you for tuning in. Feel free to share this video. Feel free to like this video. Feel free to comment on this video. Feel free to turn right now from this video. But I thank you for being in this space. Shout out to everybody that's been tuning in, rocking out with me, appreciating the journey, in the journey with us. It's an uphill battle. It's a real uphill battle when you're going against the grain as far as the mainstream and the agenda that's being pushed, and you trying to put out some positive stuff like saying intelligence is sexy. Do you know how much going against the grain that is? D Freeze, Derek Mays, what up, tuned in? This video right here actually is being seen on Facebook and YouTube, but definitely subscribe to my YouTube. D Freeze, what up, though? Appreciate you for tuning in. I'm gonna get into a couple of pieces. And this first piece is definitely influenced by the title of this video, which is entitled that we grew up in the dirt, so we hurt by the pain. Trauma can follow. Things can follow in one from characteristics that they learned as a child and grow up and still have. It could be things you amongst or things you survived that it's some people that live with the word is what they call a virus remorse. That's a real thing. It's people that have been in certain situations that feel that why me? Why do I deserve to still be here? They call that virus remorse, which is a powerful tool also. There's so many things growing up that we synced and was amongst that can turn one's life one way or another. And it's an uphill battle for sure. So listen to me as I get into this first piece. I thank you for tuning in to Ghetto Poetry Reading. I grew up, this piece is called Inability. Listen to me. I grew up in the dirt, so I'm hurt by the pain. Strain on my brain just to stay in my lane. And it's a thin one. Murders then some. Detroit, where I'm from. You either victor or the victim. And this shit's dumb. This movie running with no edits. And I'm telling a story. So in the end, I want my credits. Listen to me. But see, I bet it's going to end just the way it all started. The good and evil struggle. Demons being outsmarted. I'm scared of my thoughts. That's why I spend time alone. If I knew the truth about heaven, would have been went home. Instead, I'm in a zone. Tears mixed with sweat. Stumbling on regrets, need to make next steps. Death can't be told from a soul that's alive. Reading the books of the Bible, hope I learned some surprise. We've all tried to please God and fell short, but he still lifts us up when we need that support. The support of love. That's that piece, inability. Hope y'all can dig that. Catch the different variables in that. Detroit, where I'm from, you either the victor or the victim. And this shit's dumb. Listen to me again, this shit is dumb. This movie running with no edits. And I'm telling the story. So in the end, I want my credits. I bet it's gonna end just the way it all started. The good and evil struggle, demons being outsmarted. I'm scared of my thoughts, that's why I spend time alone. If I knew the truth about heaven, would have been went home. But instead I'm in a zone, tears mixed with sweat, stumbling on regrets, need to make next steps. You can dig it. You'd have been through it. But everything you've been through, what was on the other side of that? What that outcome? That whole survival kit. When you going in deeper and just getting out of shit though. That's where we at with it. That's that growing up in the dirt, being hurt by the pain. You a survivor. This is heavy. I mean, this is real. This is real life. This is a never-ending cycle. Amongst the things that you didn't made it through and the knowledge of things you can pass on to others. Why you think we always pay attention to people from the outer shell of knowing that they word can be respected? That's a trust. I mean, and you have to gain that. I was watching somebody, it was some show or somebody I was watching. I can't even think who I was watching, but somebody was talking about as far as trying to reach the youth and having respect. And it was, matter of fact, it was Al New. I don't know most Detroiters. Well, I know most Detroiters know who Al New is. But he was in an interview, and the interviewer was asking him a question about how do you reach the youth, or how do the older generation connect to the younger generation? And one thing he said that kind of connected, it could be semi-sad if you look at it a certain way, but what he said is true. He was like, these youngers, they don't respect nothing but money, and you gotta have the look, because people judge you from your outer shell of whether you want to listen to you or pay attention. But he also did go on to speak like how it was kind of different in our youth, because like when we was coming up, we was listening to dope fiends and crackheads, and I mean, they stories was, I would say, fascinating, but although they had rough and they was rough on the edges, we knew the experience was there. We knew that they'd been through something. And whether we took it for knowledge of something we want to take in or something we want to definitely back off of and not respect or, not do. It was either one or the other when you listen to a crackhead. You either listen to him for the information because like, okay, well, you fucked up. I know I definitely don't want to go down the route you went down. So you would look at it from that angle, or you would look at it from the angle to be like, okay, well, you'd have been through the penitentiary, you done did that, and you'd have been on drugs. I see you. We heard your story. You probably used to be a man back in the early 80s and 70s. So you probably got some stories and things that you can tell that could be respected. But these youngers today, they don't respect nothing but money. They expect the flashiness. It's the glare. But just imagine if you can have that balance. These said as knowledge or entertainment. I mean, it could be both. You gotta have that edutainment. You gotta have the entertainment and give them the knowledge. It's like KRS One said, which was a very good title that I think got overlooked in hip hop. KRS One once, well, Boogie Down Production, they once had an album that was called Edutainment. And by that title, it was mixing the knowledge with the entertainment. It was education through entertainment. You have to feed it to them like that. So just imagine if somebody is kicking knowledge, with the gold chain on or with the latest outfit and got the girls and all that. You can communicate and reach a kid maybe because the coolness is there. Why you think I'm throwing that ghetto poetry reading on it? Because I know the ignorant party is come and feed in. It's going to cater to a certain audience. It's going to cater to that. They're going to think like ghetto poetry. You would think like, okay, well, this ain't that average Maya Angelou shit, but we about to come over here and see what dude talking about, slash hood motivation, inspiration, all of that. You have to reach them on a level that they on. Although you want to take them somewhere else, of course. But the streets don't love nobody. You can cater to all that shit you want to. The streets don't love nobody at the end of the day. And I'm gonna get into this one piece I wrote here called "The Streets Don't Love Nobody," which is definitely the truth. And even at the age and the brackets that we at, it's still people that want to chase the nonsense and the foolishness for some reason. Still watching old movies, watching old shows, and everything is based off the 80s, thinking they can still pull those same tactics off here in 2024, thinking that you can create a whole nother YBI, BMF or something, and it's 2024. The same way. Because you watching the BFF TV series, you thinking you're gonna find some hidden tactic in watching a TV show that you can do it all over again and outbeat the system. Nah, listen to me. Streets don't love nobody. Why you think they always repeating that it's lonely at the top? Nigga, the feds is coming, the bitches is running, these little niggas on the block want your spot. That drunk conversation or intimate info with that hoe could turn state's evidence. Voice recording, hood extortion. Now let's see how much time you ready to spend. You see, some ain't built for this. Thought it was easy. Caught a case and find out that it's hard. Playing mind games with vets in the streets and you a rookie, so you could have been better off just getting a job. Hell, you put in the same hours, second and third shift, taking a life risk with no benefits, doing the things you never did before and treated like a hoe and thinking the streets don't know that you a snitch. Fool, stop that shit. And in the end, your friends gonna rob you probably. You see, all these hood stories in the same. Because these streets don't love nobody. These streets don't love nobody. Rap talk, that's that poem of peace. Snap, 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 snaps. Bam! Heavy on the game, heavy on the game. Are we jamming on the one tonight? We grew up in the dirt, so some is hurt by the pain. Motivational speech. Feel free to share this video, like this video, text it to somebody. Like I say again, man, I think it's people out there that want the positive though. I really do. And I really see a shift about to happen. Whether it's going to be in entertainment or it's going to be in movies or it's going to be something. In 2024, it's going to be some type of push through that come through it. It's going to be some type of way, or it's either going to be one or the other. I see it being somebody who's real super popular that's going to end up pushing the agenda. That's going to throw everybody for a loop and more entertainment, or it's going to be something of real just value is going to happen in this whole realm of just not pushing the bullshit as much as most do. I mean, if this is coming across right to you and how you know what I'm saying, it's going to be somebody. It's going to be some. I mean, hell, it could be me, but it's going to be some entity before the shift that's going to just throw everybody for a loop. And it's going to be a push of more of something that's different from the norm. I could just see it. That the world is fed up. I don't say that the world is fed up, but I think even the powers that be, they're starting to get fed up with just the nonsense over and over. They didn't milk it. They didn't milk it much enough. I mean, the destruction is already there. The plan been in effect. All of that didn't happen already. It's time for something else to mix. We gotta get a world some to believe in, whether it's real or just a fantasy. It's like another agenda got to be pushed upon the youth that's gonna just take it to the next level and just push and give them something else to believe in, whether it's real or it's just make believe. There's going to be a shift in entertainment or something. I really can't touch it, but I just feel it. That's why I say I think it's going to be somebody who just out there that's really got their hand on the pulse. That's going to just try something that's going to be a little bit different. Matter of fact, since I got this shirt on, let me go on and drop this poem. Intelligence is sexy. Matter of fact, y'all get y'all merchandise too. Intelligence is sexy. We could definitely push that for the new year. Imagine young, beautiful ladies, older ladies, young, all up in the mix, pushing the agenda that intelligence is sexy. Think how many more people want to have intellect. Think of the conversation piece that can be made off pushing the agenda that intelligence is sexy. That could be powerful. Listen to me. The way she spelled, I could tell English class was her favorite. Commas and curves in all the right places and completes her statements. Eyes wide bright, she can light the room. Even completes my sentences because she stays in tune. And the tunes that I pick, she dissect the verses. Our conversations are priceless like a coupon purchase. Separating apples from oranges, our mental performance keeps me elevated because the love is enormous. The walk of a queen with the confidence posture. No twerking videos because she's trying to prosper. Everything legit. All her shit got insurance. After work relations hit the track with endurance. No time for the gossip because she's busy with reading. Plotting on investments and the money receiving. See her working overtime, I'ma get her, she let me. Listen to me. So fuck a pill popping weed head chick. Intelligence is sexy. Intelligence is sexy. I need my sound effect. That's that piece. Rap talk, that's that piece. Intelligence is sexy. We getting it in tonight, y'all. Where y'all at? Intelligence is sexy. We grew up in the dirt, so we hurt by the pain. Let me give y'all a couple more pieces. I'm enjoying again. Share this video to make the channel grow. And you also can feel free to donate via Cash App. The link is in the description. You can donate to the channel, to the whole drive, the whole purpose. I mean, this is the straight up direct to consumer. I mean, agenda and contact. This is the power of independence here. It's not about begging or product or things of that nature. It's about showing appreciation for a talent and to a response. I mean, independence is powerful. This is a business. At the end of the day, all this is a business. So I'm gonna get into another piece. Matter of fact, I'm gonna throw in this motivation right here about how the janitor can turn CEO. I mean, you do know and understand that everybody's starved from somewhere, right? It's like the title of this video when I say we grew up from the dirt and we hurt by the pain. The things that we grew up and seen molded us to be the powerful people that we are today. I ain't gonna say leaders, but your entrepreneurs, your people with drive. That's something that has to be instilled in you from one way or another, from either having it around you and it's rubbing off to you, or just straight up just having a drive to want to be that entrepreneur, that person. That's why when I wrote this piece right here that I'm about to get into, it was an agenda like that. It was a thought process of just thinking chronological order, how the person at the bottom can turn to the top of the company. I mean, progress is progress. Listen to me. I seen all aspects of the struggle. That's what taught us to hustle. Ball on the 1 yard line, close to the goal line. I done seen the kingpin fumble. Greed, get comfortable, want more than what we need. And once we get on top, it's easy to forget what it took for us to succeed. Why you don't pass down plans? The janitor feel he'll never know the CEO. But if you start from the bottom, you'll know the effort that it takes to mop that flow. I wish we could all drift off in the sky. Goals get reached as we sleep. But you ain't rich, but you fantasize about it and spend money to look like it just to make them more rich. But hold on, I ain't about to get too deep. You rather look good losing for years, trying to impress your peers, going nowhere fast, and in the end, all our family still up in tears. The cycle complete. Ready, set, go. The student can turn teacher, and the janitor can turn CEO. Rap talk, that's that poem of peace. Janitor turned CEO. You know you can do that, right? You know you can put yourself in position to win day by day. You know every time you bust a move or make that phone call or just wake up and go to that mailbox, mail off that letter, mail off, or buy that new product, buy that new merchandise, or whatever it is that's productive, that's getting you closer to your goals. You do know that, right? You do know what you do today is separate you from what you did or didn't do yesterday. You do know that, right? I told y'all yesterday, oatmeal is better than no meal. And let me tell you about this dream. Let me tell you about holding on to that dream and never being afraid to dream. We grew up from the dirt, but we hurt by the pain. I done told y'all that. That's the title of this motivational speech today. An inspiration and spoken word piece. But listen to this though. This was never be afraid to dream. It's that one I want to stick, no matter what. Listen to me. As a kid, I spent a lot of time alone. Just me and my imagination. But you see, as I grew older and met more people, you see, I slowly started to think with limitations. See, just because they tried, failed, didn't excel, see, that don't mean that you shouldn't dream, settle for simple things, and grow old with the same story to tell. Because see, as a man, you got to work. Sometimes get down in the dirt. Have tough skin, opinions hurt, but most importantly, keep God first. Let me rewind now. Let me bring this whole joint back. Listen to me. As a kid, I grew up As a kid, I grew up alone, just me and my imagination. But you see, as I grew old and met more people, you see, I slowly started thinking with limitations. So just because they tried, failed, didn't excel, see, that don't mean that you should dream, settle for simple things, and grow old with the same story to tell. Cause see, as a man, you gotta work. Yeah. Sometimes get down in the dirt. Have tough skin, opinions hurt, but most importantly, keep God first. Stop thinking in reverse. See, that's why the past is the past. See, that's why legs move forward, not backwards. See, everything's temporary, none lasts. But you can't be afraid to dream. Gotta think outside the box. Know your worth, never settle for what you believe. Realize what that meaning is to never stop. Cause see, we all here for a reason. Everybody is the author of their own truth. Let me say that again. Everybody is the author of their own truth. But you see, what's more important is the lies and distortion that some being selling to the youth. So you can be who you want. Time, place, position. Just keep your eye on the journey and don't forget the mission. Pay attention to your vision, even if it gets blurry. You'll get your credit in the end. Just keep in mind that this is your story. So never be afraid to dream. Just don't stop while the world is moving. Baby steps. Long as you ain't where you were yesterday, ain't nobody losing. You improving. See, this is a movement. You the Malcolm and the Martin. Anytime you're about to stop, just keep in mind why you started. So never be afraid to dream. Around the corner is your breakthrough. Never be afraid to dream. Watch what God and self-confidence takes you. Never be afraid to dream. Rap Talk, that's that poem of peace. Thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate you. Share this video. Text it to somebody. Get them likes up. We pushing. We grew up from the dirt, so we hurt by the pain. Motivational speech, spoken word, powerful. Give it y'all in a minute. Rap Talk.